All right, I'll come back and get it, and I'm gonna go down to that overlook, but I'll be back. All right, Greybeard's coming by. Made it to this overlook. Here they are. All right, I am at this trailhead here at Wakonda State Park. I'm going to do the Agate Lake Trail, blazed in blue. It's 3.5 miles. It says it takes 2 hours and 35 minutes. So I'm not exactly sure what time I started, as my phone's charging up in the car. But we're heading down this way right here to do this 3.5 mile loop. So I think it's gonna take, it says it's fairly easy, so I think it's only gonna take less than 2 hours. We're up to the spot where our trail, either the Agate or the Agate Lake Trail, takes a turn to the right here, and here's a nice reassuring blaze after the turn. That's what I do like doing with the North Country Trail. It's got blue too, so it reminds me of North Country Trail, but after turn you should have a blaze. Okay, we're traveling along this cool spot where we're right between two lakes right here. Like on a little esker or whatever you want to call it. There's Wakonda Lake, and here's Agate Lake. I think the reason why Wakonda Lake right over here doesn't have a loop around it is because it's too close to the border of the park. They just couldn't fit it in there to get around the lake. And here's the Agate Lake. It looks like up here there might be an opening so we can see it. So there's the Wakonda Lake, and here we're getting a really good view of Agate Lake, which I'm going to be hiking completely around. Alright, it appears there's a culvert down here between the two lakes. Here this lake looks a little taller than that lake. So this must be the dam here. Here's a culvert too. So that's what this, maybe at one time they were all one lake. Now we're on this kind of wide affair here. I think it's kind of like a little road so they can access that dam back there. So ever since that dam, it's been this kind of wide road thing. And here's the lake over here. Not sure what type of tree it is, but they got the pointers on them. So that might be the pin oak. And over here, I'm pretty sure these are aspens. I've seen a lot of aspens through here. But whatever type of tree this is, with the big, you know, the big pointy points on them, that's what they are. Not sure. I should study up on that stuff. Oh well. Okay, we're going past the creek here with the drainage pipe. I usually call creeks cute little creeks. That one didn't look too cute. It's more like a drainage ditch or something like that. Now we're getting into some prairie land. I can see the lake over that way. It looks like we're curving towards the lake. Alright, we're hiking along the lake. And then we've got this line of trees here, and there's a cornfield, right? Well, cornfields and a water sprinkler system over that way. And for some reason up here there's some sort of big culvert thingy. Let's go take a look at it. It looks like a culvert, but it's huge. Must be at least 6 feet tall. And it's just sitting out here for some reason. Don't know why. Like I said, we're going right against the lot line here for a ways. And then it will be going against the lot line on the bottom, on that side of the lake too. But yeah, this is huge, this pipe. So I wonder what they're planning to do with it. Why it's sitting out here. They must be planning to do something with it. Maybe it's for the dam back there. Who knows? But let's take a look at it. Right there. There it is. We're hiking next to the corn, and here's a place where they need the blue label fell off there. So they need a blue label, but this is just a little bench by the lake. Right there. We'll come out here and take a look. So looks like we got a ways to go to get around this lake. Look at it, it's pretty big. And over here we only did maybe a fourth of the lake so far. It looks like we're finished with hiking along the south side of the lake, and we are hiking on the east side of the lake. And it looks to be we're leaving the corn. I'm not sure what this is. It might be soybeans here. Alright, here's a spot where you're getting almost right up to the lake. Right here. It does have a fairly steep bank down there. It looks like about a 6 to 8 foot drop. But the wind feels good. Alrighty, I think we're getting to this spot right here where the trail jogs over a little bit. And then goes on the lake that way. So that's what I think this is right here. We're taking a right-hand turn just like right there. And I see a town over that way. I think that's LaGrange. Here's another Carthenite post that's missing the plastic or the blaze. And she come out and put some more blazes out on those. The North Country Trail has some blue stickers maybe they could get. Maybe that would work better. Looks like they glued these blue plastic blazes on there. We're getting to the north end of the lake, and there's this channel here that we're crossing. And it looks like it's got a little, you know, it must have a culvert or something underneath it. I don't know if I can see it over here. But over here it does have a, oh, here would be the culvert, and that's the floodgate. There's the culvert right there, and like I said, over here is kind of the floodgate for the culvert right there. Depending on how high the water gets, they might have to open the floodgates, etc. Here's, like I said, this kind of channel coming off the main lake, and we're getting close to the north end of the lake. We're jogging around here, and it's going to be the north end of the lake up there, the true north end. We got another bench. This is great. And then I believe over here I see an observation platform over there. I think they call that the Sandpoint Trail. I'm not sure if this is an island out here or if it's a point. I'll have to look on my map. But like I said, we're coming up here to the north end of the lake. Nice little picnic spot or bench right there to relax. Beautiful lake. Here you can get a really good look at the island there and the point over that way, which you can get to using the Prairie Trail. We're heading west here on the north end of the lake, and maybe shortly, maybe I can just barely see Jasper Lake over that way. We're getting to the junction here with the Jasper Lake Trail. Unfortunately, the signage here needs a little work here. It has a little bit to be desired here. It's got different arrows and stuff, but it's not that great. The colors are off of it. So here we go, the little blazes, and straight ahead here that would be Jasper Lake. And this Jasper Lake has got a trail going all the way around it. It's like 2 miles. So I might consider hiking that one too. Not really 100% sure, but maybe. We'll see what happens here. And like I said, this stretch of trail right here is shared by the two trails, or the 2 lakes, whatever you want. It is a pretty stretch. You got this nice lake over here, and you got the lake over on this side. Here's another view of the island here and the point, the observation deck over there. And we have a fisherman over here, so we're coming around to the west side of the lake where the parking lot is. So we come to the junction of the Jasper Lake Trail and the Agate Lake Trail. So for this little ways here, they were concurrent, and we're heading back this way on the this is the Agate Lake Trail here to there's kind of a green little pond that's not part of the lake, but we kind of went away from both the lakes. We're at some sort of junction here, but I'm not sure. Maybe I gotta go out this way. Maybe it's just a junction at the parking lot. So I'll go this way, and perhaps I'll see the parking lot down here to the left, maybe. Maybe there's just like 2 ways to the parking lot. That's how that works. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it looks like the parking lot's over here to the left. Once I get past this gate, I'll be seeing it to the left. So that's maybe that other one is kind of going to the boat ramp. So I see somebody over in the parking lot, like a bicyclist. So here we go. There's a rabbit, and we're back at the parking lot right here. Alright, I'm here at the kiosk. Just looking, they got the campground shown here, and kind of the different the whole state park there, and different procedures. Evidently they have boat and kayak rentals. Wow. And here they got a nice picnic area out there. They got a boat dock there, a shelter, and restroom here. Just a nice spot. If I had a cub pack over here, I'd come rent out the shelter there and have a picnic, hike the trails, get the 5-mile hike done. That would be great. They need 5-mile hikes for different badges. So I just did 3.5. I'm checking, going back to my car, checking my phone. I might do the Jasper Lake Trail or the Prairie Trail, depending on how much time I got left. I'm gonna take another hike from this trailhead right here that I was parked at for the Agate Lake Trail. Right here, and So I'm going to take this trail right here, the Sand Prairie Trail, which is blazed in green. They've got good signage here, but like I said, down the trail sometimes the blazes have fallen out, etc. So we're gonna head out the same way we did before. Now that I'm hiking out, I noticed this building over here. That's where they keep the kayaks that you can rent out. You rent them out at the park office and they must give you a key. And you come back over here and you unlock it and get the kayak out. So I missed that the first time around. Now here's the trail going that way, but I'm not sure if that's that Sand Prairie Trail or not. Or if there's no marking on that. If it's just a trail to go on the other side of the boat ramp. But up here, oh wait, here's a marker here. So this may be where the trail splits. Up here, let's see what it says. Yeah, it's where the trail splits. If I go straight, I go out to the Sand Prairie in that point. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's been a very straight trail, but right here, here's the trail too, but right here, you can see that island out there again. So we're just heading down here, and eventually there's a split in the trail. Coming up to the trail junction here, and it shows over here the green arrows are going both ways, so it's kind of a fork in the trail. And they got a bench out in the middle. And here's again the Carsonites. And so maybe we'll go this way first here and check it out. And it looks like it's got a few rolling hills here. And they say the sand area here is kind of a rarity in Missouri. They need to come up to central Wisconsin. You know, that's where Aldo Leopold wrote the Sand County Almanac. It's everything so sandy. We're getting to the top of this hill here. Let's see what we see. Probably the lake, Agate Lake. And they said we're coming down. This would be the right fork. And we're seeing what's down here. Yeah, I see the lake over that way. We're getting a nice view of the lake right here. And there's some sort of building up here. Not sure what that would be. It looks like some sort of shelter house. Let's go take a look at the shelter and see what I mean, you got the lake all, you know, all around you here. And doesn't look all that big. It's got a shovel here. Somebody's been out here with a shovel. I don't know what this would be. This is something, someplace to, looks like there's fish bones in here. So, I don't know what that is. A compost bin or something? Maybe it's an old homestead. There's some more foundations there. Oh well, that wasn't what I thought it was. We're back down to this fork in the trail, and this time we're going to take the left fork out this way. I kind of speculated that that's little building at the end is kind of like a fish composting bin, so fishermen just don't leave all their dead fish around on this shoreline. They put them in that building, then they can compost. and not be littering the shoreline with them. So that's what I'm guessing what it is. But we're coming out to the left fork in the trail, which I believe has a nice wildlife viewing deck. Alright, it's starting to look like we're coming out to the point because there's water over here and there's water over here. And over here's that island again that we've seen when we were walking around the lake. So like I said, now I'm beginning to see what do you call it, overlook platform right there. We're coming up to the point here, and here's kind of a clearing here, but you can see the lake going this way. It is a little bit of a drop off to get down to the lake. It's like about 8 feet, 6 to 8 feet. And then over here's a bench. Not sure what type of tree this is, but it's a big tree. Over here's another little clearing and a bench. We'll take a look at that. It looks to be going in the direction, looking in the direction of LaGrange over there. And here we go. This almost looks like a little beach here. Maybe this is the spot where, and there's the island. Maybe this is the spot where they were warning you about swimming. Up near that, up near the trailhead, they had a sign with a bunch of warnings on it. And here is the observation deck right here. Let's see what we can observe. There doesn't seem to be a lot of birds here right now, but I can imagine during migration season this is just flooded with birds right here. But I'm not seeing anything too much besides some prairie birds back in the prairie that we've been seeing. Head back, and now I'm heading back. I can see the parking lot over there, right there. I can see about how far I have to go. And like I said, this is a sandy prairie right here, which is very cool for evidently a rare area for Missouri. We're back at the junction here, and we're heading back towards the parking lot, which is this way. We're back to the junction of the Sand Prairie Trail and the Agate Lake Trail, which goes that way. And we're almost back to the parking lot. Down here near this little parking lot, there's a side trail. And not sure where it goes. Maybe it just goes up to a little viewpoint over here. Let's see where it goes. There's no information on it anywhere. Doesn't quite show it on the map. Maybe this is a picnic area up here. Who knows? Maybe it's just a viewpoint over the boat launch, etc. Oh, it is a mowed area here. Maybe it's kind of like a beach. It looks a little beachy here. Maybe that's what's going on here. Okay, so this side it says no swimming, so that other side must be kind of the beach if you want to go swimming. This side's the beach for the kayaks. We're done with today's hike. I did over 5 miles, which is good, what I was shooting for. We did the Agate Lake Trail, which was 3.5 miles. That was, and the Sand Prairie Trail, which was 1 mile each way, so it was a total of 2 miles. Nice system here. They're very wide trails, like 16 feet wide and mowed. They're not like your 2-foot wide trails in the woods, but nevertheless they were good to hike on. Nice views of the lake, very easy, you know, very flat. So if that's what you like, this is the perfect trail for those things and being out in nature. And I imagine when there's the fall migration and the spring migration, there's birds here like crazy. Wasn't quite so many birds here today, but everything's good. See y'all on my next adventure.